All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday. And if you told me yesterday that I'd be raving about a wine from Slovenia today on the What I Drank Yesterday show here at Wine Watch, I'd say you're probably nuts, because I've had some wines from Slovenia, but nothing that I would rave about, certainly nothing that I would order immediately, because these wines on the second day, on the first day I said, all right, this guy's definitely got it going on, the best Slovenian wine I've ever tasted, which is not saying much, but on the second day, these wines some of the best wines that I've ever had, period, from anywhere. And you know what it takes to make wine? A dedication to the process. And this family, the Simcic family, seems to have it, let me tell you. The first wine we had, though, was a Pinot Grigio. And, you know, like I said, I know nothing about Slovenian wine. And this is really light and easy drinking. It's a co-op, and it's got a screw cap, which I like. And it's a group of several small growers that this gentleman is making the wine for, and a really playful nose here, kind of fresh tree fruit, pear and lemon, citrus. Nice amount of that fresh tree fruit on the palate. A real crowd pleaser, but a very good little wine at $12. It's just something to get your palate wet. And then the first wine, which this is Rebula Jala. Rebula Rubicon is what they call it here, I guess. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce the region where these are from, Clovenia, Goriska, Brda. And this family owns 12 acres here. They make a whopping 40,000 bottles of wine. Wow, that is nothing. And this Rebula Jala is the main white wine of Slovenia. Who would have guessed? You do find this in northern Italy also. A very unique bouquet here. It says lavender, floral notes, apricot, tree fruits, and a very unique white tongue-tingly minerality here. A texture of whole milk, a ripe tree fruit, a hint of spice, and that lovely perfume floral note from the nose through the finish. A very good little wine at $22.50. And then the Riserva. And this is a selection of the older vines, Rebula Jala, lower yielding. And this wine's barrel fermented for 10% for 10 months and 15% new barrels. A much richer bouquet here, almost like a honey note to the flowers, lavender, delicious pear and white peach fruit, a bit of a gravelly, minerally note coming out on the second day, even more pronounced the nose here. Lovely richness on the palate, slight oily texture here. You notice the concentration which comes from low yields in all of these wines. Very rich core of fruit, apricot and pear, and a very long layered finish. Those floral notes and a little white pepper spice note at the end. Excellent juice. I raised the score on all these wines the next day because they all got better. $33.75. Not cheap, but one of the best Rebula Jalas that you will ever have. The Sauvignon up next, and this is a selection of older vines, and this wine has a really unique bouquet for Sauvignon Blanc, kind of peach and melon fruit, pretty floral notes, touch of kind of gravel, minerally notes, floral hibiscus, a slight musky, briny note that seems to evolve as the wine opens up, and a very richly textured wine, just layers of fruit here, melon, peach, and a little bit briny minerality, even more prevalent on the second day. Lovely savoriness. You get that zesty grapefruit citrusy quality at the end. This wine makes your tongue salivate for food. Incredible richness, even better on the second day. This wine should age a decade or more in your cellar. Most excellent juice. Wow. All right, shocking. And then the next wine, which Malbazija, which is Malbazija, and more prevalent around the coastal regions, I guess, to used for bulk wines in the past. But this is barrel fermented like all the other wines. They're vinified similarly, just different, maybe thyme and oak. And this wine's got a lovely nose of orange blossom and ginger spice, the white peach, pear, and melon fruit. That floral perfumey quality really coming out on the second day, becoming more pronounced. I am not a huge fan of these aromatic wines, but this wine, very well balanced, and really nice perfume and floral nuance, nice fruit, nice acidity, a really lovely balance. A version of this grape, excellent juice at $43.50. All right, and then the Chardonnay, which doesn't say Chardonnay anywhere on the bottle. All right, I had a little criticism about this guy's labels, but the wine was so freaking good, and they make such a small amount of it. I think they could sell it without even putting labels on the bottle. Just you open it up for a few people. They only make 5 barrels of this wine, a tiny production, and wow. Beautiful bouquet on the second day. Like I said, this wine really opened up. When you first smell it, it was nice, but on the second day, just incredible with the little airtime did to this wine. Lemon drop candy fruit, notes of creme flan, that distinct minerality, earthy quality that runs through all these wines. Very prevalent in this wine also. Very rich and layered on the tongue with the texture of whole milk. Long mineral lace finish. This wine just got better and better as it opened up. And very long, very rich, that vanilla spice. And man, I would recommend decantering all of these these wines, the whites here, because, like I said, just better on the second day. Most excellent juice at $75. All right, and then the Duet, which is a blend of mostly Merlot, 80%, and then Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc, paying an homage to the father and son team working together in the vineyards. And this gentleman was in with his son. It's nice to see the next generation is taking over. This wine very reminiscent of a Medoc to me. A good amount of fresh earth, fine herbs with a dark plum and cherry fruit, some toffee and toasty oak notes. Very elegant wine on the palate, though. All of these wines showing wonderful richness and concentration, but having that freshness and elegance of refined wines. Lots of currant and plum fruit, an array of fresh earth, spice, and like I said, even better on the second day, just like the whites. This wine built very well, and enough depth in here to last a decade in your cellar or more. Excellent juice at $56.25. And then the big boy, the Kolos, which this is only made in great vintages. 2006 vintage, also mostly Merlot, Cabernet and Cabernet Franc, making the remainder of the blend. This wine sees 4 years in barrique. It's a long time for anywhere. 80% is new, and a very strict selection here. Like I said, made only in the great vintages. Only a few barrels produced when it's made. So tiny production. The nose here, it's just incredible intensity. Fine herbs, just similar to the first nose, but times two. That currant and plum fruit showing, fresh plowed earth, cigar box spice. Incredible intensity in these wines. But again, wow. The fruit, the richness in this wine, and then the balance, the tannins, the acidity, perfectly balanced with the fruit, that lovely nuance and spice from the nose, the earthy character, that distinct minerality in all of these wines, really showing a sense of place. These guys making incredible wines here. Most excellent juice. One of the best red wines that I've had this year. At $135. Man, I'm telling you, I ordered that. I ordered the red. I ordered the Rebula Gialla. I ordered the Sauvignon Blanc, the Chardonnay, the second morning after tasting these, because these are some of the most unique wines that I've ever tasted. And that's what we had to drink with our new friends from Slovenia. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off from the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.